wanting everybody to believe in us. So many times we get so caught up in it, and especially when we have what we call cliques and different social circles. We want everybody to believe that we're a great singer, we're a great musician, we're a great songwriter. We want everybody to believe in our abilities to be an oracle speaker or to be a supervisor on a job. Vivian, everybody do not have to believe in you. The favor of God will show the person that need to believe in you who you really are. That's good news for me. That I don't need everybody on my job to believe in me. I just need the one that can make some things happen on the job to believe in me. And God is so mindful of who you are that everybody don't have to agree with the assignment on your life. I remember when I first started. We finna get in some trouble now. I remember when I first started Worship Without Walls. I had pastors coming up to me. What are you doing? Why are you trying to do that? Don't you play for a church? I'm doing my assignment. You do your assignment. So everybody don't have to believe in what's going on in your life, what's taking place in your life. You just got to know that favor will open doors that man can't close. Y'all got to hear me when I say that. So you don't need everybody to believe in who God said you are. You just need the right people in the right moment to assist you. That's the great thing about favor. Favor have the ability to attract the people to you that can escort you to where God is taking you to. That's good news, y'all. That's good news. Listen at this. Also, I want you to notice that my second point is that God used the prison as the training ground. Look at verse number 22. Look at verse number 22. It said, and the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison, and whosoever they did there, he was the doer of it. Meaning that instead of it being Joseph's prison, it began to be Joseph's training ground. See, the thing about God that I like is, even when we don't know, I remember when I was a child, I used to look up on people's wall, and I remember seeing one thing of the young man that was walking. I think it was a young lady that was walking on the sand sea, and she seen two set of footprints, and after a while, you only seen one set of footprints. And she asked, God, where did you go? He said, this was the moment where I picked you up and carried you when you weren't able to walk on your own. I'm so excited that when I can't see my way, that God have already made a way. When I can't see my way through, God have already provided a way of escape for me to keep moving toward my destiny. That's good news, y'all. Listen, I also want to share with you that not only did that become his prison, became his training ground. So many times in our life, we'll look at seasons where we're not doing our actual purpose, and we'll look at it in a negative way. I remember, Lindell, that I used to work for Park and Recreation. I've done some of everything. I've done some, just to keep the lights on. I've done so many things just to keep my head above water. Now in this season, I can see how God used every one of those jobs, every one of those events to create the man and the character, the substance. Everything, all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord. So even though he was in the prison, God made him ruler even in the prison. So it goes back to shows point number one, that your favor is not limited to time, place, or thing. Even though the prison, as far as the culture go, was meant to be a negative thing where people go when they have failed society, God used it as a training ground to prepare him to rule society. So I want to share with you in the text that don't be dismayed at the season of your life where people are looking down on you, because God may have you at that place so that you can learn how to rule over people. Sometimes, if you know the story about David had to go on the backside of the mountain to learn how to kill the lion and the bear before he ever got to Goliath. So sometimes it behooves you not to despise small beginnings, that God is doing a mighty work in your life. Even for me now, sometimes I notice, I share all the time in conversation situation that I feel lonely. But sometimes alone is the best place to be so you can hear the voice of God. Listen, I got to hasten to a close. But the third thing I want to share with you in my closing is that the spirit of excellence that comes along with favor. Listen at the last verse. Listen at what it says. It said, the keeper of the prison looked not to anything that were under his hand, because the Lord was with him. And that which he did, the Lord made it to prosper. So listen at this. This is something that we need to pay close attention to. When you are doing your assignment, that there's a characteristic called a spirit of excellence that comes over you that allows you to do your assignment with excellence, because it is the favor of God who have already qualified you. Stop looking for a validation from people when God have already qualified you by placing the favor of God on your life. Sometimes instead of us looking on the outside, God is telling me to tell you, you need to look on the inside, because I put an excellent spirit in you. You just got to find out where your favor lie, and you need to walk in that. You need to be. Sometimes we are missing out on the blessings of God because we're trying to be who people want us to be, what people perception of us. No, you got to be who God have called you to be, because the favor of God will bring a spirit of excellence. I can only speak for me. There are some things that I do I don't even judge, because I know this is what God. If we're talking about music, if we're talking about singing, if we're talking about songwriting, I have no question when I sit down to that pen that God give me the interpretation of how to bring what he's showing me in the spirit world to the natural world on pen and paper through the songs, through the songwriting process. Because guess what? That's the favor that's on my life. And you got to recognize the favor that's on your life and the spirit of excellence that come with it. The spirit of excellence also come with, listen at this, and I'm gone because I didn't see this in my note, but the spirit of excellence come with you disconnecting from this world and getting connected to God. If you ever want to be in a spirit of excellence and know the true favor of God, I dare you to get disconnected from people and get connected to God. If you can connect to God, if God can show you your purpose, surely he can show you how to get to your purpose. Start walking with God. Disconnect with people who have an agenda for you to be who they want you to be, and connect to God who can show you how to be the best you can be. May God bless you. May God keep you. This is our prayer. We take this time to say thank you for tuning in to our service. We pray something was said or done that will draw you closer to Christ. We thank you in advance for your liberal offering. Below you will find the streams of giving. And until next time, remember, God still works miracles. You just have faith in him. God bless.